Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Well, this is actually more of a continuation episode. Last we left off, 2 wins and 2 losses. This could be very short, so I might end up having to splice this video. I hope I don't have to because it ruins the quality really much. Anyway, the first one is like 1 hour, so I don't mind too much. That said, as a quick recap, we are playing a Constellation deck. We got Dream Trawler. We also got Ashiok, and we got the worst possible mana. If one of these were blue, I would really keep this. This is an auto mulligan, sad to say. This is even worse, but we might be able to buy some time with this. So don't even much of 4-drop. I probably could just bin the planes. No, let's bin the Final Death. That's our splash card. And I would need 2 more lands to activate it. So that's a bust. So we might not. Okay, if our opponent plays a creature or anything, we're probably not going to get any action whatsoever. And yeah, we really need a blue source. Oh, opponent also has a Proteantometer. And yeah, so do we, but yeah, we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna win this one. We really need that blue mana soon. This is probably okay. Trading blows. Does our opponent have a 2-drop? Yes, he has. Okay, so we're... And this one also gets to become a copy. He could copy this one, actually. Sure, why not? You do you. And... Oh no, we're so gonna lose this one. If our opponent gets their 3rd mana, but we are... Yeah, we're in so much trouble here. We'll just take the 2. There's no way around it. Okay. Okay, yeah, we are not gonna do this good. we probably should have kept the final. Okay, yeah, this is not happening to us. You know what, we might... Yeah, Yeah, it looks like video is quite fast. If we don't draw a blue mana source next turn, you know what? Let's just do another sealed. That said, our opponent is... I don't think our opponent's behind mana. He's probably just playing it after. Oh, he's kind of behind. We might have a chance? No, we don't have a chance. So you know what? Let's concede this one and let's just start a new one over again. We're only like 3 minutes in. I guess you might just see this to be back to back to back. But oh well, sometimes you just lose because of mana, but that can't be helped. So at least let's claim our prize. Got quite a few gems, so not too bad. It's less than half, but we'll take it. Yeah, let's just open those later. We're on the clock right now. Let's do another sealed. So let's crack these open. Let's see what we get. And green-black looks very good right now. Ashiok's Erasure is more of a constructed card. Nessian Boar is okay. Erebos... At least it's a removal enchantment, but we also have E to Extinction. Polukranos is in, so... Let's take a look at the colors we're not probably going to run. So let's start with white. Staggering Insight is good. And there are 1, 2, 3... We have 3 flyers in white alone, so it's not bad. There's also Commanding Presence, so... Yeah, you can fuel your way through this. So white by itself is not too bad. It's also got some removal. There's also a Daxos. It's interesting. So white is actually a key. So if for some reason black and green are down the drain, we will consider white. So let's take a look at blue. Okay, only the Thaumaturge is good. We have a few enchantment creatures to trigger with this. We also got some in white too. Well, 1, 2, 3. Also got Omen of the Sun. Yeah, we have some options with this. It's not as good as the previous deck. One of the Stars is actually a very interesting removal. Let's check black. Okay, let's check red first because okay, green's not looking so great. Let's check red. Satyr's Cunning, not good. Red's looks good. Just we have 2 Eros' Blessing, an Omen of the Forge, some portents. Not much in the way of creatures though. So red has good removal. We might consider splashing. Okay, let's take a look at green because that one did not look promising. We only got Polukranos, the Boar, Omen of the Hunt. It puts the land in the battlefield and it gets us constellation triggers like Nexus Wardens. That's a constellation trigger. Wolf Willow Haven. It's nice acceleration actually. Destiny Spinner. Sure, it's a 3 for 2. Definitely playing Return to Nature. So we got some Moss Vipers too. So not too bad actually. Okay, with the exception of Inspire Awe and maybe one Plummet too many, I guess most of the green cards are playable. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, got that Amulet and an Altar. Let's see if we have Black Devotion going. Unfortunately, no Gary. We got 2 copies of Final Death. That's always good. There's an Agonizing Remorse. We got some Lamphead of Death's Vigils. There's no black constellation triggers though. Venomous Hierophant is not bad. We got the Drag to the Underworld, so we got some Black Devotion going on. Most of our... So we're definitely running the Marauder. Lamprey's an option. Elspeth's Nightmare is actually good. Yeah. Okay, so green-black looks good. It's quite solid. Not much else. We just saw that Field of Ruin. No temples, but it's okay. So let's start with the green. So Destiny Spinner, Wolf Willow Haven. Definitely running the two Nexus Wardens. This buys us quite a bit of time to get Polukranos going. Moss Viper also buys us time. We'll run a Return to Nature. We'll run Nessian Boar. Setessan Training. Let's come back to that later, but we'll run the Omens. It's a shame we don't have the Black Omen. Also, I think the Omen Hunt might be too many. We're definitely running Elspeth's Nightmare. Lampad, sure. Cling to Dust. It's okay, we're definitely running Scavenging Harpy. Drag to the Underworld, sure. Eat, Erebos, Nyxborn Marauder, Hierophant, the 2 Final Deaths. So, whoa, we're kind of top heavy. So we're relying on the Omens of the Hunt. We're relying on Wolf Willow Haven to get us to hit our mana. I think I want to hit the Underworld Charger also. There you go, 14 and 9. Do I want to just play Funeral Rites for the card draw? Because what's our weaker creep? Because what's our weakest option here? Because Elspeth's Nightmare is a slow version of Agonizing Remorse, so I'm willing to keep that. Underworld Charger, Owner Hunt, Drag. Yeah, this looks good as is. I'm just concerned about the curve. We were mostly. This is a very slow one, so I guess with that in mind, Altar of the Pantheon accelerates our mana. Traveler's Amulet searches up mana. I'm loath to add another 3-drop here. But it might be worth it. It's either if you control a god, demigod, or legendary enchantment, so that's literally Erebos. That's it. That's the only way we're gaining life. At least this is more straightforward. Now let's consider if we're just splashing, because I don't like the idea of splashing just for the extra removal, considering this only we have quite a bit of removal here. We have 4 pieces of removal actually, and the Moss Viper kind of adds us an additional 2. Yeah, we got plenty of removal here. I'm tempted to cut 1 Omen. But I would rather have the Omen over the Altar. Let's just leave it at that. So I don't know what to name this deck. We have several options here. Not quite Devotion. Sorry, I couldn't think of a better name. Now, let's hope we don't run into... Well, there are 2 things I'm hoping. One, we don't run into a deck that is even more busted than... That's even more busted. And 2, we don't run into mana problems like that last game here. So, all in all, so let's see how well we do in this one. Okay, 1, 2... We got Return to Nature. Not much anything else. We're digging for lands. I'm kind of willing to risk it. Because it's just No, it's just all removal. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this is slightly worse. I have to keep it at this point. So we're going to bin... We're gonna bin the Final Death. We need another mana, so at least we can get Scavenging Harpy as an option. Opponent gets... Okay, so... I'm already starting to think that I might want a Traveler's Amulet after all. Opponent's awfully fast. So we can drag to the Underworld for 3 mana. And I can just play Mixborn Marauder next turn. If he attacks with the Oracle, I will just trade. Nope, he's holding back. Okay. Ironically, we can't kill any of our opponent's creatures with this. We can draw cards, though. Okay, let's... And our opponent's stuck, so we could take advantage of that. So, no attacks for now. Probably should swing to make the exchange, but do take note that this gets better when it comes... Opponent is stuck. So are we, that's the problem. You know what? Let's play this first. Maybe we could draw a card off this. He might have a pump effect. Yes, I will pay 2 life. I really need the cards. There you go. So now we can do Wolf Willow Haven into Omen of the Hunt. Opponent's now at 3 mana. They finally caught up. Opponent's still stuck. Opponent representing combat trick, so no blocks. I can take the damage. Warden, sure. Okay. Okay, that's a very good way to go around it. Okay, then we got dragged to the underworld. Let's make sure, yeah, that's an instant. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Let's take out our opponent's next big creature. We might want to hold back on the Marauder a bit until we can get Erebos swinging. Yeah, killing escape creatures is not so great. At least this one's just cheap. We had to bin one final death. Okay, pass. Still swinging with everything. Let's make him do something. Yeah, I figured that's what was up. Still drawing lands, not what we're looking for. We can just play Omen of the Hunt, then sack it. We can also just sack the Wolf Willow Haven, though. Kinda wanna do that late. I don't wanna do that part now. Actually, not too bad. We could actually just do that. Well, that said, we do have double green as an issue. Opponent might, if our opponent just escapes this, that's... Let's just take the hit for now. He can't escape it just yet. Mantle of the Wolf. It's gonna be a problem. Okay, let's omen of the Hunt first, and we can just sack the Scry afterwards. But let's get our basic land out. And oh, good, eat extinction. So our opponent will get 2 wolves. There's no way around that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for a few turns, we will get Elspeth's Nightmare up. Library, because we can use it to nuke the wolves. Thankfully, our opponent's not in white, so we don't have to worry about Mantle of the Wolf again, not for a while. Probably want to just use this to nuke the... Nope. If our opponent has mana floating, we can't use this to nuke the Oracle because he can buff it in response. If he casts this all the way, then we can... I'm also curious what the cards... Heroes of the Revel, sure. Now we can nuke the Oracle. Opponent might actually just take the hit for now. I might just chump block heroes with... we might have to actually take the hit. Chump blocking's not a great option. We will get to nuke a card from our opponent's hand, and we can nuke the He knows we can nuke the Arachnier soon. He's got his own god, And it's larger than ours. Just thankful that he doesn't have devotion yet. I can actually just sack this to buy us more time with the wolves, so we will have to take the hit first. This is the problem with devotion. We are super precise. Okay, so he... Okay, the horned beetle is interesting, but the colossus is gonna scare us. So... Okay, he has to escape it, I think. In which case we got final death ready. Also, next turn we're not going to be able to attack with Erebos anymore. Activate this ability only during your turn. Okay, so we are forced. Probably just make the trade. Okay, the 2 life. There, we got ourselves a creature. Okay. Also death touch, so not bad. We will exile. Yeah, let's get rid of all those problem cards. Now we're concerned about this because haste is an issue. Let's play Destiny Spinner. Then let's sack these 1, 2, 3. We have enough. Let's actually play the Moss Viper. Then let's play. It gives us only 1 wolf, but we already have the green mana. So if you control another, okay, so far we've dodged that bullet. I can effectively swing with these guys. I need to deal enough damage so that I can then just use Lamphead to sack my way through this. That's not what I needed. Okay. It's still a number of okay. So let's attack with these 2 first. And I can activate this on my own. Okay, we can only draw what? Actually, I probably should not draw any cards. If he has an Omen, that ends it for us. Gift the Strength. Let's not put ourselves in Omen range. You know what? We got so many lands. Okay, let's go Destiny Spinner. Oh, it gives haste, so the mana I tapped didn't really matter. Let's see, what's this one? You may put a red. Okay. So he's out on that one. Might as well swing with both. And okay, just being careful. And there's the. Oh, I actually realized it. Realized the owl flies. Okay, so we got our first game. That's quite good. Let's keep going. So no, we managed to use arrow bolt. Okay, I'm willing to. You know what? I really should check what my green man is, but I'm willing to keep this. It's a bit slow. Opponent mulls, so that is something. Oh, there's actually some lightning effects now. Let's see if I click around stuff here. Nope, nothing happens. We really could use a green mana so we can enable Omen. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually concerned that we might be way too... Good thing I... Protean Thaumaturge again. Okay, at least we got Scavenging Harpy for turn 3. Then turn 4, drag to the underworld. Altar the Pantheon, okay. So at least we can just destroy the Thaumaturge. What if he copies our next board Marauder? I'm tempted to try. No, I'm not tempted. Ooh, that might be a bear target. Okay, not too bad. Because we were in need of a green source anyway. What's got 5 mana? I hope it's not Dream Trawler. This is usually when I see white blue, I'm already scared of Dream Trawler at this point. I know how powerful that card is. Well, I'm seeing blue also, so I'm also... Okay, sniping... Okay, probably sniping the Harpy. There you go. Copy... Shoal Kraken, so... He's gonna go for it. He could load up an escape deck at this point. He's got... Okay, so he's actually playing 3 colors. The altar kind of saved him. Okay. So he's gonna mill even further. We definitely... This doesn't affect the mana symbol, so I can still drag it to the underworld. Opponent ditching the Flummox Cyclops, ditching an island. Probably has 2 good cards at this point. Still black. We really need 1 green source so we can get our second green source. At least whatever our opponent's next big threat is, we can final death it. Omen is C. Okay, that's not the next big threat. Opponent might be all into the Omens. Well, the Omens were quite good. There's a Flummox Cyclops. There's our green source. Yeah, let's buy ourselves a little time. Our opponent looks like he's kind of flooded. We can actually afford to take a hit. I'm concerned he has a Heroes of the Revel. Definitely playing the boar now. And then we can set up our next turn with the Omen of the Hunt. Opponent's now on top deck mode. He might want, if he's scared, he might want to sack. He might want to sack one or both of four. Yep, he's concerned, so he's gonna start digging. So the nice thing about this is, well, okay, he doesn't like what he sees. He's gonna draw a bunch of cards out of Nessian board. That's the only problem, but we can kind of clear his board. In fact, if I don't want any to block, I just swing with both of these. He takes 10. That's an option. If he doesn't play a creature. He's got something. Okay, definitely want the Moss Viper. Definitely want the Moss Viper up top. Just taking advantage of the fact that this can't block naturally, and if I attack with 2 or more, it can't block at all. So see, even Nyxborn Marauder is still useful. Now opponent really has to dig. He needs a creature that can block this. I get Lamphead of Death's Vigil, so... Okay, he found something. That's a problem. Shadow Sphere, okay. It's... Trample and Lifelink. There's no anti-death touch there, so he just gains some life back. Okay. So he's gonna get a card off this. I can choose not to attack, but if I can crash into this one before he can equip it, it's so much better. Now I'm just waiting for Polukranos. That'll be so disgusting. But Nessian Boar's still doing a good job, even though our opponent is digging their way through. Okay, did not draw the creature. He can equip it onto that. Yeah, might as well swing. This has Trample and Lifelink, so I'm still gonna take 2 no matter what. Yeah, I should have just bumped it into here. Yeah, that's a mistake. It does give me a buffer though. So if I have a way to pump, there you go. And that's it. Okay, doing very well. 2 wins in. Yeah, 2 colors is really the way to go. The more I think of it, in the very first deck I played, 3 colors, I might have splashed way too hard. I probably should have cut, or maybe I could have just gone straight white-blue, cut Ash, maybe just splash only for Ashiok. Final Death is good, but it's... But I had like 3 copies of it. I think flooding it was way too hard. So Nessian board doing his job. Eta Extinction's doing his job. Okay, we got a very... That's a very good setup there. I'm probably gonna go Destiny Spinner unless our opponent gives us a reason to... Okay. Turn for Nessian board. Let's put him some early aggression first. If he has Revoke Existence, yeah, I'll be sad. Let's see, he probably has the removal. But you know what, let the removal come out right now. Oh, no removal. Not even the Flash Omen, so yeah, I was scared for a while. Sunblade Pegasus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nessian board. That said, it's not invincible. Okay, Caryatid. He's gonna draw 2 cards off this, unless... And our opponent can't exactly counter it. So let's get that trick off the board. He does have something. Flicker of Fate, return it. That's actually not bad. I'm actually fine with that. Fixborn Colossus. Let's hit our opponent. Okay, no targets, which is good because I'm just gonna eat the next one. Colossus. And there, opponent concedes. Got removal right next up too. Oh well. Ooh, good job. I think because our opponent knew he was gonna go down to 4 right off that one. So another Theros booster. Probably should recheck the mastery track. Some people are saying that the mastery track's not as great as it used to be. Then again, we don't have that many days on the track, unlike before. So hard to say what. So hard to say what's up or how much value is actually there considering how much time we have. Probably should do a picture of like all the different tracks. See how it goes. Okay, so we got Moss Viper into a Destiny Spinner into Polukranos if we can draw another land. Definitely keeping this, especially after our opponent mulligans. So Viper, Spinner. Omen of the Hunt would be a nice security, but another land will be fine too. Opponent goes turn 1 not. Okay, got our other land, so that's good. And we'll We'll do the swamp next because we might want to do Nyxborn instead of Erebos. I definitely want to do Polukranos though, because this one's just literally removal. One is taking their time. Then again, we're now stuck at the 4-drop slot. Think. Opponent's also stuck. Yeah. Okay, let's pin it. Yeah, I think our opponent got stuck on collars. That sounds like what happened. This will demoralize our opponent somewhat. If I didn't want to demoralize our opponent, I probably would have played Erebos, but... He said good game first, but... I'm not gonna say anything yet. I kinda want to say something, but... Nope, he's still there. Opponent's just probably tilted, which is fairly understandable. He's got Anax. And it can't block, so... There. Yeah, I think our opponent was Mono Red Devotion, but had to... Did he have no place? No, that did not seem right. He had too many cards in hand. Definitely was playing a second color. And that... Which probably means... Yeah... I personally would have mulliganed if I had no place for 3 turns. So we have the 1/2. We need another mana for the 3 punch, but we can get to Nessian Boar. Air quotes well. At least we have a 1/2, so I'm willing to go for it. And we got a Return to Nature back up. Return to Nature does a lot of things, so. Okay, now we just actually need a creature. Need another land. Otherwise, we're just beating down. We're just beating down for a few turns. Opponent might have removal. It'll be a sad day if he does, but wait, what removal could he have with this madness? He needs double black if it's the uncommon one. This could be Return to Nature though. Underworld Charger can't block, so we can swing through it. Now, we do have the option to return, so I want to keep that up just in case. That's kind of what makes Omen of the Hunt being flashed very nice. Okay, Moss Viper, not big. I'm willing to trade these. I'm also willing to trade this way too. Considering Nyx Herald. Oh. No trample for you. Let's encourage the block. Kind of feel bad loading his graveyard, but not like, because we're about to get Nessian Boar next turn with Final Death backup the turn after. It's all riding on the big boar. Voracious Typhon. Okay, let's Omen. Kind of want another black source. If we get removal... No, that's not work. We want charger. So, I'm okay with him escaping this one because it can't block anyway. This one can block, so Final Death is really the option there. He might have... Speaking of Final Death, he might actually have it, so that would be annoying. Let's force him to have the Final Death. Because I'm not giving him a card just to... And here comes the Final Death. It's kind of given. And now he can just escape this one. The funny thing is these guys are just gonna bounce off each other. Oh, Omen of the Dead. He's returning... Nyx Herald, probably. Probably going to cast this one first. Just that said... Yeah, it just gives it trample, so... I'm just gonna fill out my mana a bit. Can't block anyway. And if I draw my other final, that's probably gonna be for this guy. Elias Forerunner. Let's start digging out lands. Oh, that... Okay, Elspeth's Nightmare is good. Have to attack, I can't block it. Yeah, I sincerely doubt he would have traded. But I'm gonna save this one. So we're gonna take quite a bit of damage. I think that we're gonna take our first loss here. He also knows that the exile's gonna come, so he probably... Well, he could have a return to nature, but he probably should just he probably should just escape this now. There's only 3 other cards. What? Yeah, he has it. Yeah, there you go. I figured that much. Let's scry now. So we're looking for... Okay, not the swamp. 1, 2, 3. Erebos doesn't do it, so he's actually gonna go to the bottom. Well, not quite bottom. And he might have 2 creatures or 2... Come on. We got Nexus. Yeah, we're taking that one. So we got Nexus Wardens. We got Lampad of Death's Vigil. By some time, at least. Unfortunately, oh, this has other creatures you control have trample. Yeah, that's horrible. We're gonna take 12 damage off the bat. Unless I actually just sacrifice. Okay, what's the last card? Yeah, Elspeth's Nightmares, it's nice, but it's also on the slow end. Can't do anything about that bit, though. And we draw a land. Not what we wanted. Unfortunately, the inability to block is kind of what killed this one. And yeah, we're taking too much damage. Not enough to save us. Oh well, took our first loss. Not too bad. Opponent had the answers to the board and whatnot. So yeah, we really have to be careful playing around green, black. Though I think, yeah, black has pretty good removal, especially when it comes to the later game. Green and white have good removal if you're chock full of enchantments and enchantment creatures, and there's quite a bit of them. Okay, nearing the 1 hour mark here. I hope that means we don't lose 3. Okay, so we got Wardens into Nightmare into probably Final Death. Definitely keeping this. Now, there's a good chance that if we hit this after this, we will have a target. Opponent's playing black, so... Ooh, and it has the Shadow Sphere. Let's see if we can return. We have choices to make. Temple Thief. Could have waited for him to spend mana on it, but... Enchanted creatures are enchantment creatures, so we can actually block the Thief. He can also kill it if he wants to. Mire Triton... Ditches Timarith. We're definitely taking out the Triton. Because that has Death Touch. So no attacks. Next turn we can go for the Nessian Boar. Opponent is stuck on mana. So let's try to take out their work. Let's take out the Final Death. It's gonna take a while to escape it. But we definitely want to take out the higher... Also, no enchantments here. He will draw a few cards off this. There's no way around it. Oh, he loses them all. Yep. He loses his board. He would be able to recast the Gorgon, but he won't be able to. Escape it. He could have drawn cards out of it, but yeah, the boar is good. Clearly not invincible, but if you can kind of set it up that you have a way to protect it. So 5 mana is actually not bad because your Final Death's at 5 mana. If you're paired with red, your Oasis Blessing is at 4 mana, so that one's close. Yeah, Yeah, so your ability to play the Nessian boar is equal to your ability to... We keep hitting the boar, but we got Spinner into Omen. We want to draw Black Source to do Nyxborn Marauder. Also, with these 3 on board, that's we can... Those are 3/3 elementals. Okay, opponents on white. We really need the black mana source soon. Well, we will get one, but I kind of want a second one. White, red. Okay, we're not getting it. Thankfully, Destiny Spinner will not die to an Omen of the Forge. Also, nice oh yeah, that's a nice constellation effect. Here's a favor to Veroas. I'm kinda playing this a bit slowly, just not too confident. Rose is blessing, so it's gonna go for the Wardens or the Spinner. He probably should go for the Spinner. Yeah, there you go. No blocks. There's a problem with communicating the server. Okay, we have to... No, we're not conceding this. Yeah, we have to do a quick we have to do a quick reset. Okay, we're connected back. Hello. Yeah, we're connected back again. Hope we didn't pass too much time. Server hiccups can be annoying. Okay, we really have to play that swamp. Let's just play the Omen of the Hunt, grab our second swamp. Yeah, I'm willing to just take the damage right at this point. We will final. Yes, we're definitely final dead. We are casting. Well, we're definitely casting final death. There is a way to blink it, but he will lose these anyway. So next turn I will play the boar because we will have backup. He might have removal for it. He does have a spell though. Intervention? Yeah, intervention would kill it. If it's an enchantment base, we have Return to Nature, so that's an option. Okay, fair enough. At least he didn't draw any more cards off it. So definitely playing this first. Then we're gonna cash in Omen. Take advantage of the fact our opponent is kind of stuck for now. So we're looking for creatures. Lampad's good. And we are floating Final Death, so that's an option. Yeah, so the board did it even if we didn't get to attack it with it. Well, more if we got the Flamox Cyclops. He's never going to be able to block with it. You know what? Let's let that resolve. Because he can't block anyway. And I want to encourage him to dump more stuff onto this, like what he's about to do right now. The opponent's thinking about it. Can't block. So this has vigilance. Stampede Rider, if you control, gets one. Sure. Kind of see what he does with this. Sentinel's Eyes. Sure, it doesn't have haste. In fact, I might not hit this. Let's wait for him to Impending Doom. Okay, that's an 8. And he can see that he's kind of dead on board. Flummox Cyclops will never be able to block. Goes for the attack, but you know what? Let's destroy the Impending Doom just in case. Just so I don't take too much damage. Security. Yeah. That's a real weakness. You really want the Flummox Cyclops to attack, you don't really want to block, so this is more suited for Gruul. I like his idea, though I think our opponent might have leaned too much on the enchantments. He played about 4 creatures. Though let's be honest, that Iroha says something was very scary. So one more win away. Some graphical hiccups here and there, but let's see if we can. Let's see if we can make the most out of this one. We could use one more game win. I would really like to, well, get my gems worth. I think we already have our gems worth at 6 wins. Okay, so we got plays, so I'm willing to keep this. It's awfully scary. Okay, opponent mulligan, so it's a little less scary. Who am I kidding? It's still scary. We're essentially a 4-mana deck, and Erebos is not going to be doing we're not going to be doing much. If there's one thing I noticed is if you don't have the Grey Merchants and the other creatures with them, well, Underworld Dreams and whatnot, this is basically just a huge enchantment. That said, it is essentially removal on a stick if it's just kind of soft. Really need one more mana to at least get these 2 live. It's removal? Well, if you're gonna cast removal, sure. Heck, if he casts removal in Moss Viper, I can sack it in response. Yeah. Okay, let's go Underworld Charger. Again, the sacrifice team works well with this. Works well with escape, especially the ones that come back larger. No, wonder what our opponent's up to. Opponent's gonna, well, he's gonna go to 4 mana. He's bound to have something. Annex, okay. I can just keep charging with the I'm willing to charge with these 2 actually. Just need 1 more mana. Or heck, I can just return to nature. Just... yeah, return to nature is probably a good option too. Demigods... not that strong. That said, we are stuck on mana, so I'm not way too confident in this. We just need one more mana, then we have removal ready. Arca's Sun's Grace, we really need that removal right about now. I don't mind that he gets the Pegasus, but we really need that removal. Might as well attack. It's never gonna block. Doesn't have vigilance. Yeah, it's never gonna block, so vigilance means not. Server hiccups are an issue. I can swing with this, sack, lose a life, but nah. Yeah, Archon's Sun's Grace is good, especially in this situation. Can't he? I can just swing with Moss Viper, but he can always block with the Pegasus token. And okay, this is scary. He just attacked. It's not tapping. There might be a server disconnect. You know what? I'm gonna pause this for now. We'll be right back. And we're kind of back. Anyway, okay, takes the hit. I think it passed on to our turn. I hope we didn't lose too much time. Oh no! It's our opponent that disconnect. No, it looks like our opponent's the one that's stuck. Oh man. Yeah, okay, he's back. Yeah, he figured it out. Welcome. Come on, land. Yes! He did the right thing on making sure got trigger. Library, we really need that next land. So... this... well, let's let all the damage through. Now, our opponent can decide to just chump the Moss Viper. Probably a good plan. And next turn we can go... next turn I will probably go Nessian Boar. Next turn I'll go Nessian Boar because we can Final Death anyway. Opponent might now be incentivized to go to escape. Okay. We can kiss the Moss Viper goodbye. That's fine. Moss Viper got in several points of damage. Opponent's thinking there's a way to get the Underworld Charger off the board. Final Flare sacrifices it. Sure, that's actually not... well, and we have enough cards to escape it, so... and our opponent spent most of the removal on it too. Sentinel's Eyes, sure. So what I'm gonna do is actually play... let's play Underworld Charger first. It's a safer play. He's down to one card. I can force him to spend removal. Reverend Revelers gains haste. Yeah, sure. Triumph Anax. One creature. So this one's gonna get +4. Sure. We'll take the hit. Yeah, that's the correct play. Just taking advantage of the fact that our opponent... We are going to take a few hits there though. But, well, there you go. Whew, that was very close, but we did our clean sweep. So, yeah. We don't exactly need the Dream Trawler or an Ashiok, but having good cards is not a bad thing. So, okay, let's claim our well-earned reward. And yeah, flash flying is going to be very important too. So, yep, we earned our gems back and some more. I guess we're going to be doing more drafts then. But anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, let's definitely do. Please don't forget to... Okay, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Nice Lotus. People kind of wanted Niktos Shrine to Nyx, but I can understand why. Karametra's Blessing, aka... Oh, it's an elk again. Ephemia Cacophony. Very good. Makes... Well, it's not a zombie harpy itself, but it makes zombie tokens. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah, Gyrosaurus or Tropia. Destiny Spinner's quite good. Crow 1 War. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. Blood Aspirant. Gyrosaurus and Atris, that's good. Nice. Cracking a few more packs here, so it's gonna be a while before I get to see. Okay, there's a bit of a dud. It was played against us in the previous video. Basically, opponent got 5 cards. No, opponent got 6 cards. One of the cards was a removal spell that I needed for their one big creature. Hey, Ashiok again, nice. So yeah. Ironically, Allure is good if all your cards are not good. Another Erebos. So I guess I'm gonna be doing Mono Black soon. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great I hope you have a great weekend, everyone. Great weekend, great rest of the week. Depends on when you see this video. But that said, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless.